jump up and down, we're taking over the scene. Crypto koala, yeah. We're living the dream from YouTube to Discord. Our community reigns. Stronger than ever, we're breaking the chains. No FUD allowed, we're spreading the love. Koalas on Solana, soaring high above. Building the biggest token, ready to explode. We're here to stay. Watch our empire grow. Welcome, oh welcome, it's time to start the show. Crypto koala, we're ready to blow. We're the strongest community in the interwebs. No one can stop us, we're turning heads. Turning heads.
What is up, guys? Welcome guys. How's everybody doing today? I hope you guys are doing good. Market's finally starting to come back alive. It's Thursday. The week's almost over. How could you not be doing good right now, right? Welcome, guys. Hope everybody is doing fantastic. Let's jump right into the chat real quick. Randy said he's driving home, but I know he's driving home right now. Fist pumping. Just go into that intro song, right? Bullish Beaver, what's going on? Texan, what's going on, brother? Eller, Philly, Fajerio, what's going on? Nico, Rugged again, you finally made it, bro. Craig, make sure you hit that like, bro. Alejandro, what's going on? Mark, Fajerio said, looking good today. Hopefully it will stay even. Stay even with the halving. Hopefully. Rosales, TJ, what's going on, guys? Pappy, what's going on? Muhammad and White Deal, what is going on, guys? Again, I hope everybody's having a great day. It is Thursday, guys. We have made it. Tomorrow is Friday. Is tomorrow the halving? Let's see here. Yep, it is tomorrow, guys. They didn't know if it was going to drop technically tomorrow. See, 1 day is 2 hours. Yeah. So they didn't know if it was going to drop tomorrow or possibly on the 20th, but it looks like it's dropping tomorrow as the halving. So let's just jump right into this. And Gina, what's going on, girl? And Mr. Tanker. So obviously you could see the markets. Excuse me, I had a burp. Excuse me. So you can see, obviously, the markets, we did go on a nice little move today. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, my God, we're completely broke out and, you know, everything is just back to normal. Obviously, Bitcoin sitting at around 63,300. We did spike up today to about 64.2. So we did see a nice, beautiful run today. You guys can see we spoke about this yesterday. Bitcoin broke down yesterday, almost hit the spot that we've had mapped out at around 59.7. Nice little bounce, and since then we've seen a nice run for today, and it looks like majority of the market right now is doing pretty good, and really because we were beat down, you know, in the last few days, last week, we've really been on a downward move. You guys remember yesterday's stream, I said, you know what, we have a trend line right now, and you can see we're making lower highs. Well, technically today we have slightly, I use that word very promptly, slightly broke out of the trend line. I'm not necessarily convinced yet that we are going to just start mooning like crazy, right? But it is a good start, a good little, a pickup as far as where we were at. And it's good to see that we did break out of this trend line finally. I did tell you guys yesterday, we will get to a certain point where we're going to find a bottom and we will start moving back up. So I'm glad that it was somewhere around this 59, which we kind of we hinted at probably about 3 or 4 days ago. I said, guys, you know what, if we keep testing, remember we kept bouncing at this 64 right here. I'm sorry, not the 64, the 61.6. I was like, guys, if we keep bouncing on this, we're going to eventually break. I was like, you guys already know if we're heading up or heading down. If we keep testing a certain level, it's going to break. And that's exactly what happened. But I also included it's probably what we need. Honestly, we need to get to some of these levels of evidently, hitting these spots right here wasn't a big enough move towards the downside for the buyers to really take over. So you can see we dropped down towards that 59 area, and it was enough for us to kind of start moving up, at least ignite a fire, in the buyers for us to get excited again and possibly start breaking out. So Bitcoin not looking bad today. Definitely on an upward movement. Let's hope that tomorrow we can continue this. Tomorrow is the big day. For Milady, you guys can see over here on the right-hand side, Milady's is up technically about 22% for the day. Honestly, out of all our lists that we have on here, Milady's is the big mover for today, which is fantastic. I always tell you guys, given that we have such a small market cap, we're going to see those dramatic moves, right? When we were on our way down, the other day, what did we see? A 48% drop in one day, right? So when we're on our way back up, you're going to see these more dramatic moves. And obviously you can see Bitcoin or Milady, out of what we have mapped on our list right here, is the top mover for today. So definitely looks good. So you guys can see right now, zoomed in a little too much. So you guys can see right now we did run up for Milady at around the 17.5. I hope you guys were taking advantage of these dips that we said. We don't know if this is the bottom, but the only thing I can guarantee is that buying at these dips, if you hold and have patience, it'll probably play out. And even though you are probably up if you bought right here, that's going to be nothing compared to looking back a few months down the road and really looking back and be like, man, I'm so happy that I took advantage of those dips, right? And just continue to add to my bag. When everything was looking bad, I put my emotions aside and I kept adding to my bag. And that's what's going to play out. That's what's really going to get, that's going to separate a lot of investors down the road that are cashing out $50,000, $100,000 or more compared to people that are, still sitting on that same bag because they didn't want to buy in on these dips and eat up these dips. They rather just let their money sit in the bank, because they were worried. Is this the bottom? Are we going to keep going down? Stop trying to time the market. Just eat the dips and be patient, right? So that's the only thing we can do. It's the only thing we can do, technically. So you guys can see we ran up, like I said, to that 17.5, and we're a little bit below this fib retracement. What is this, the 618? We're a little bit below the 618 right now, but you can see we've kind of found some support right below that 618, somewhere around that 16.7 for now, right? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe we come back and retrace this 15.6 right here. This is going to be on the 50-day moving average, finding some support either right there or a big spot right before the 15.5 is going to be this 15.9 right here. This is the spot that we've had mapped as some support. You can see on our way back up, you see where we hit our head. This was resistance, so I wouldn't be surprised if we do come down a slight bit. Maybe we retrace to the 15.9 right there. So all in all, looks great for the market. Looks great for the market for sure. Now looking at, let's see here, looking at the markets for the day, you can see, I mean, the markets are all in the green, right? There's a few that are still in the red slightly, but for the majority, and this is actually the 200. I'm looking right now as I'm talking to you guys, I'm like, Brett's at the top 100? I'm like, what the hell? I'm like looking at all these projects. I was like, something looks different here. That was the 100 to 200 per market cap. So this is the top 100 right here, and you can see same thing, pretty much all in red. Ondo, I know Craig, you were talking about Ondo. We'll check it out. Looks like it's down 5% today because it was running when the markets weren't, right? But for the most part, Gala 8%, Beam only up 3%. You know, them two are at a battle right now. Who's going to be the top gaming platform for crypto in this next bull run? But you guys can see Jupiter, Link, Solana's finally bouncing. Solana had me a little not worried, but I was just like, bro, I had to like literally move everything out of Solana into USDC because it was just dropping down too much. Because I was accumulating Solana from doing swaps, right, when it was at like $180, $200. So, you know, my portfolio was like just holding on to Solana. It was going down like crazy. I was like, dude, I got to swap over to USDC for right now. So, and that is what I did. I actually moved it back over to Solana, I think, earlier today. I don't remember when I did that, but regardless, definitely what we needed for today, right? Nothing crazy, like we didn't, just blast out of freaking, into space or anything like that, but you guys can see it feels good, right? It feels good. We've been beat down for the last week or two. It feels good to see a lot of green in the markets for today. So looking at Milady's market cap, you guys remember for the last week we've been hovering around that 1 million or $100 million mark. I wish it was at 1 million, right? I'd buy so much Milady. But at $100 million now, we finally have gone up. You can see we're at 123 million with the market cap up 22%. Obviously, we're up 22% today. And look at the volume. We're up 94%. This shows you how low the volume actually got in the last few days. We were down up 90% from where we're at right now as far as volume for the 24-hour period. And really, to be honest, our volume right now is nothing crazy at 13 million. But the fact that it's up almost 100 million just shows you how freaking calm the volume was for the last few days. And I told you guys, we're right now you're seeing a lot of people just sitting on this. Not now, but this was a few days ago. I was like, you're seeing a lot of people sitting on the sidelines, right? We saw a big sell-off. We're not really seeing a big bounce. We're seeing a lot of people sitting on the sidelines because of what was going on across the world, right? A lot of people also, with crypto particularly, are right now the big question is the halving sell the news event is already kind of has it taken place? Are we going to see this tomorrow or the next few days, right? Like they're trying to figure out what's going on because, like I keep telling you guys, any normal 4-year cycle, Bitcoin right now would be setting up. Right now, Bitcoin would be towards its all-time high. And most likely in the next few days, we'd be seeing somewhat of a small little retracement because of the sell the news event. And then all-time highs would be following after. You guys already know. We kind of saw that all-time high a month ago, the last few weeks. Now we've seen a sell-off, right? Now we're approaching the halving, which this is kind of unprecedented as far as the kind of the time frame of how everything's playing out. But this is a complete different cycle, right? We have the ETFs thrown in there. We have a lot of things worldwide that are going on that weren't particularly going on 4 years ago. So, you throw all that in, and that's where you're getting a lot of uncertainty, and just a lot of people are kind of like, what's going on right now? It's a little bit of a different kind of different space that we're in right now for crypto. But I still believe, regardless, a lot of things are going to be similar to our 4-year cycles, as in after the halving. I still do believe that we're probably going to see a little bit, possibly, this is where I kind of like, possibly see some kind of a retracement, maybe in the next few days, sometime next week. But I really do think it's going to be a nothing burger, and I do think that we're going to continue to move up, and Bitcoin's going to be making new all-time highs. Honestly, I think in these next coming weeks, possibly the next month or something like that. So definitely we'll keep that in tune on what's going on, but that's what I still think is going to happen. You guys remember I was predicting for a while, this was a few weeks ago, but you notice I haven't really mentioned it in the last week or two, was that $76,000 to $80,000 Bitcoin, right? If you guys are familiar, the last month, 2 months, when we were making all-time highs, I was like, we're going to be hitting pre-halving $76,000 to $80,000, and a lot of analysts were calling for this too. Well, you notice how a lot of people like myself have been quiet about that. And I'm man enough to say that, I was not right. I was wrong on that. And I contributed that too is because, like I was just saying, we're in a completely different kind of a space right now with the halving and with the crypto market. So you kind of got to throw out those norms that we've seen on those 4-year cycles, and you kind of got to think outside the box on what's happening and what's going to be happening as we continue on this year. So, but I still do think we have great things coming. And hopefully we're still people are still talking about that super cycle that, remember, we were all mentioning when Bitcoin was at $73,000 at such an early stage. So hopefully we can get back on that. I do think the markets are going to do really well continuously. So let me jump right back into the chat real quick. So Owen said, I hope it doesn't go to the moon yet. I want to accumulate more and more. I hear you, bro. I hear you. I mean, we've been given a good second chance, third chance, to accumulate some solid numbers in the last week or two. So, I mean, I don't think people are really going to realize that dip that we just had and what kind of a blessing it is until a month down the road when Milady and really all your favorite altcoins, because every coin and project was down like crazy, right? A lot of them broke their 200-day moving averages, or they bounced off the 200-day. I think down the road, we're going to look back, a month, 2 months down the road and be like, holy crap, like Milady dropped all the way down to 10. Now we're all the way back. We've already eaten a zero in the next like month or two. You're going to be looking back like, holy crap, that was like a 200% move from where we're at right now. Something like that, so... Eddie said he's showing 25%. Nice, bro. We'll go with your 25%. We'll go with that. I like the higher number. Felipe, what's going on? Julio. Gene said, what's your price prediction for Bitcoin tomorrow? Gene's always coming in here with the hard questions, right? So, Gene, I mean, honestly, if we were going to run off what the market's doing today for Bitcoin, it's honestly a difficult question. I do think we're going to probably continue to move. I have like a 60-70% chance in thinking that we're going to probably continue to move towards the upside as in tomorrow. The only reason why I have a slight like 30, maybe 35% chance that we might maybe retrace a little bit. I don't think we're dropping down to 59,000 again, but maybe have some kind of a retest maybe towards a 61.6 or somewhere around that area, possibly just because you're gonna have those late sellers because it's the halving and stuff like that. They're just like, oh, it's a halving, I'm supposed to sell, something like that. But I mean, I don't think it's gonna be anything crazy. I honestly do think majority of me is thinking that we're probably gonna continue to move up. So we'll have to see how it goes. Hopefully, we're breaking this 64.8, 64.9 right here, and we're finding some support. As soon as we start doing that, I think we're gonna be back up and running and getting close and eyeing down that 70,000 mark. So. Let's see here. Solely, what's going on? Muhammad said, don't forget to pin the Discord. Yep, I got you, brother. I'm going to do that right now. I just wanted to get that intro going. Grape Trader said Bitcoin can break through 46.4 within the few hours. I mean, that would be nice. 46.4 you have? What is that? I'm sorry, 64. 64.4? Where is that at? Is that like a level that you have mapped out? I'm trying to think. It looks like that was kind of where we hit our head over here. Trying to see here, 64.4. I mean, it doesn't look like it's far away from where we're at right now, so I don't know why that particular area is mapped out 64.4. But I mean, hopefully we can break that. I'm really eyeing the 64.9 mark right here. You can see we hit our head on that. We almost hit our head on there again right there. That's going to be a big spot for some resistance. The 64.9, I think, is the bigger spot. Loot said, I keep missing the dips on NFK. Still very cheap now, though. It is. It honestly is. I mean, honestly, when you, and he's talking about NFK, our native token. This dip, I told everybody, I was like, bro, this happened. I was asleep. We had a massive sell-off. And, I mean, look what happened. Our community was so strong. We ate that dip and ran up even higher up, right? This was a dip from above. This was like something I don't think we're ever going to see again unless someone goes AWOL and tries to sell off big like one of the whales, but I don't think that's going to happen. This was another dip that we saw that was a beautiful dip, but if you notice, we've been just making higher and higher lows on the project, and I did map out. So this spot that I have right here is basically a solid buy zone. If you were able to catch anything around or these drops below, you're up right now on NFK. And you can see, obviously, we are continuously moving up and up and up as the days move on. So each day we're kind of making newer or higher lows. So, I would imagine in the next few months, we're probably easily going to be well above our all-time high and finding that as some support as we move. So keep an eye on that. NFK traded on Solana. Let's see here. Rosella said, I wish I get paid. Wait, hold on. I wish I get paid on job 2 weeks more. 2 more weeks? Oh, okay. Craig said, let's see here. I did reach 3,000 Ondo before the halving. I'm so happy with that. Nice. And Bullish, I only have 8 billion, bro. 8 billion's a solid foundation, bro. And honestly, I don't think right now is a terrible time, honestly, to just continue to add to your bag, bro. I mean, if you look at it, our market cap's only at 125 million. Take out that we're up 20%. All right, I understand. was telling you guys yesterday was a beautiful time to buy, right? I understand. Take that out of the picture. The fact that we're still only at $125 million market cap when we're predicting a $2 to $10 billion market cap in the middle of altcoin season, bro, right now is a beautiful time to buy. Honestly, it's a beautiful time to buy. Obviously, yesterday was a better time, but you got to kind of just take that out. You didn't, for whatever reason, you weren't able to catch that dip. It is what it is, right? But don't let it hold you back. And Craig says that he thinks Bitcoin will probably dump tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see, bro. Justin said, hey, how do you feel about random airdrops showing up on your wallet? I'm getting a lot of base tokens. So Justin, I think that it's pretty cool to get airdrop, but at the same time, be very careful. Be very careful. I've heard of plenty of stories of people getting their wallets hacked through airdrops. So be very cautious. Just make sure whatever you're accepting or whatever you're getting is legit, and it's a legit project and stuff like that. If it's a legit project, I think that's dope. I mean, that's a beautiful way to get your circulation out, right? And that's what we do. We've had an airdrop with our project a few weeks back. We're going to have another one for the members only next month in May. And what's awesome is that, and I was telling everybody on that's involved in the project, is that everybody that we airdropped, I don't think I saw maybe one or two few wallets. No one really sold off. Everybody held on to what we airdropped, and they actually accumulated more, right? So it's a good way to kind of get your circulation out there and get new investors involved in the project, right? So I think airdrops can be very beneficial, but just be very cautious and make sure the project's legit as far as what you're getting airdropped. And that leads me to something I wanted to tell you guys. I got a message on my Crypto.com DeFi wallet today that you can now trade Base. You can use Base's ecosystem on your Crypto.com wallet. So all you would need to do is open up your Crypto.com DeFi wallet, and on the top, you'll see when it usually opens up, it's usually going to be Chronos, most likely if that's what you're using. You can hit the drop down on that Chronos, and you'll see there's probably like 12 ecosystems now. There's Arbitrum, Solana, Ethereum, and now they just added Base. So now you can actually you have a Base wallet now that's compatible on the Base ecosystem, and you can go on and start trading your Base meme coins. And you guys have always heard it from me. Base has been killing it, just like Arbitrum. So check that out for sure. Muhammad said Solana's on a bit of a run right now. Is it? Let's check it out. Nice. It did break that support level or resistance right here at the 141. So it does look like it. You can see this W pattern too that's played out. So it definitely looks good. This was a solid buy if you caught this bottom right here at $115 for Solana. It was a solid buy. Scott, what's going on? Bailey, what's going on? Prodigy, what's going on, bro? What's up, fam? Adam, family, what's going on? Where's BP at? NFK heads to Uranus. Solo, what's going on, brother? Owen, it's better for Milady to be listed on Binance when it's on a bull run. It will kill the hype if it's early listed when Ladies is mooning and decides to list on Binance. That's the icing on the cake. And you know what? I agree with that, bro. So back in 2021, everybody was screaming for this was when a lot of people used Robinhood to trade, and everybody was like, oh man, they need to drop Shiba on Robinhood. And they were, there was pension or what those like things where you sign going across the internet, and it was like over 500,000 signatures for Robinhood to consider listing Shiba. This was during the hype of Shiba. Shiba's going crazy. Robinhood doesn't list it, right? Robinhood waits until we're in a bear run or in a bear market, and then they list Shiba, and it doesn't do crap, right? And we're all just like, it's too late. Everybody, most people sold off on Shiba It was like 7 months after the top of the market and everything was down. Bitcoin was at like $25,000, and they go ahead and list a bunch of freaking projects on Robinhood like Shiba. So I agree with you. It was a big nothing burger. They dropped the ball on that, right? So I agree with you. If it's perfectly timed, which Binance is not going to be looking for the perfect time to maximize Milady, right? They're going to only look for themselves. Obviously, it is in their best interest to list Milady at a perfect time because they make money off of the transactions, right? They don't want to list it when the market's dying out like Robinhood did. So I think, I keep telling you guys, when the volume starts rising up and we have consecutive days of some really good volume coming in, and I don't mean a few days, I mean like weeks on weeks where our volume is at $50-100 million, and we will get there. That's when Binance is going to probably end up having to list Milady, and that will be the best time as well because we're already pretty much running at that time. You throw on, just like you said, icing on the cake. You throw a Binance listing, you throw a Coinbase listing, we're at $20 billion before you know it. Right? So Muhammad said, make sure you guys hit that like. Yeah, make sure we got, 55 people here and a little under 30 likes. Let's go hit that like for the algorithm. Rosella said, I vote koala. Rusty said, I'm holding is at a little over $1 billion, Milady. Nice, bro. Solid bag right there. Bailey said, I have 15 billion Milady right now. And you know what? Bailey was screaming on those dips, bye, bye, bye. Like, is that Backstreet Boys? Bye, bye, bye. I think that was Backstreet Boys, right? I always confuse the two, them and NSYNC. So don't hold me against it, Prodigy, because I know Prodigy probably has a Backstreet Boys poster in his room. And he's like looking like, it was NSYNC, bro. Let's see here. Bailey said, I'm going to buy more NFK tomorrow. Nice. Grant said, what's your thoughts on Helium Mobile? A couple people have been popping up in here and asking me about Helium Mobile. So I always tell everybody that I used to have a bunch of Helium miners. I still do technically have one, but it's not plugged in. Because I recently moved out of my condo, so I had to unplug it, but I haven't even plugged it in at the new place or anything like that, only because I don't know, I'm not even really worried about it right now. But Helium Mobile, I think, was a good move on their end because something like Cricket, you think about these lower end, and I mean lower end, not like quality, but cheaper for the consumer cell phone plans, right? And I think Helium Mobile is offering like $20 for unlimited mobile, right? I think that's solid. I think that's a good way to bring in a lot of money. And the freaking market cap's only at $170 million. So imagine buying in on Cricket. Cricket's probably over $1 billion now. It's a publicly traded, I think, on the stock market. But imagine buying in on Cricket when it was at $100 million, right? So I think Helium Mobile, regardless of the charts or anything like that, I think long term, if they can really survive as a mobile company, I think they'll do really well. I really do. I like their idea of what they've done. So, oh guys, I'm getting an update here. Jason said, "Bro, that's NSYNC." Sorry, bro. I'm so sorry. Like I said, I always confuse the two. I'm just messing with you. Scott said, like the damn video, we got to get up. Those likes help more than anything. You are correct, because remember, we got the front of the front of the thumbnail says Milady, right? So if you guys hit that like, it just is going to bring more attention onto the video. And you never know. People right now are like, what the hell was Milady? And they jump in. We bring in more investors. It's a win-win. Craig said, I kept 10 billion Miladys for the long haul. Sold 3 billion. Close to the top a while back to put into Jasmy. Hey, there you go. More power to you, bro. More power to you. Prodigy said that he doesn't have a poster up. Man, I would have thought you would have had one, bro. Honestly. Just messing with you. Craig, 420,000 Jasmy, 50,000 Ace Bar. Craig's over here flexing his bag. All right, Craig, we got it, bro. We got it. Muhammad said Prodigy probably has a koala poster on his wall. Yeah. Scott said I almost got 30 billion. I've been watching it like a hawk for the last 3 months and it's going to pay off. Nice. No worries, Grant. Good luck with that helium over. I think it's going to do really well. And let's see here. Ali Fakey said I believe that's 1.8 billion. Nice. Red Rum said he's got 6 billion now. Nice. Solely with the 17 billion, still down a little bit from eating the dips, but still will make us rich. Night of Eternity, this pump shows me, even though it's been depressing the past few weeks, people are definitely paying attention. For sure, bro. And you know what? We have those people, like I said, they're going to get scared. They're going to put their money on the side when we're down. Take advantage of that volatility. I was talking to my brother. He's real big in stocks. And he's not into crypto. He's real big into stocks, and he's like telling me, I'm talking to him. Remember, we went to it was his birthday like 2 nights ago, and I'm talking to him, and he's like, yeah, crypto just has too much volatility. And I looked at him, I said, bro, that's why we make so much money off crypto, is because we take advantage of the volatility. I was like, if crypto didn't have all the volatility, I think a lot of us wouldn't really be involved in it, because it's just like, we might as well just go into the stock market, right? And put your money in and hope that it slowly brings you 5% a year, right? But with crypto, if you know what you're doing and you're not scared and you've been through this, right? You take advantage of that volatility and it pays off, And he's kind of just looking at me like, Frank said, hey, Crypt, I'm not seeing the base option on CDC. Is it a... No, so it's on your DeFi. It's on your DeFi wallet, your Crypto.com DeFi wallet. Make sure you update your DeFi wallet. It had an update, and that was the update. It dropped base. You have to open up your DeFi wallet. On the top of the DeFi wallet, you'll see the Chronos. It'll say Chronos with the drop down. Click on it, and it'll show you all the different ecosystems that you can trade on. You have to go into base, obviously. Bailey said, I'm going to have a sip of wine when Milady hits 1 billion market cap, then 4 billion. A sip? You need to kill a whole bottle when we hit 1 billion. We're popping bottles, Bailey, when we hit $1 billion market cap. It's been too long, right? We've been through too much for us to sit here and have a sip of some wine when we hit $1 billion. We're popping bottles, right? We're going to have to jump on the Zoom so everybody, we can all be there, and we're popping the bottles is what we're doing. So that's what we're doing. Let's jump in real quick, guys. A couple of things I did want to cover. So let's see here. So over 27,700 Bitcoins, 1.72 billion moves into accumulation addresses amidst Bitcoin's dip below $63,000. So let's see here. Amidst Bitcoin's recent dip below 63,000 on April the 18th, reported by technical analysis Ali Martinez, revealed a surge in Bitcoin accumulation, signifying resilience among Bitcoin holders. So what they're pretty much saying before we read the market is a lot of people took advantage of this dip. A lot of people took advantage of this dip. So anything under 63,000, they noticed over $1.7 billion of buy-ins, and it was actually, it was a big influx as far as buying in at those particular prices. So the influx amidst Bitcoin's price dip represents a new all-time high, exceeding the previous record of 25,100 Bitcoins on March 22nd, 2024, a signifying anticipation of future gains amongst investors, right? So people are still very bullish on this, still very bullish. Let's see here. The trend is further supported by data from CryptoQuant, which indicates a record high inflow of Bitcoin into accumulation addresses, surpassing previous highs. This data indicates that notable shift towards long-term holding strategies amongst investors, defined by specific criteria, including balances exceeding 10 Bitcoin, no outgoing transactions, and exclusion of exchanges or minor associations accounts. These Bitcoin accumulation addresses suggest a strategic pivot towards long-term holding amidst market fluctuations. The surge in accumulation signals enduring confidence in Bitcoin's long-term potential, positioning it from potential reaccumulation phase in the coming months after the halving. Notably, crypto analyst Rect Crypto proposes that Bitcoin's current correction phase may soon give way to a reaccumulation period post-halving. Historically, patterns suggest that Bitcoin's accumulation often leads to a period of price consolidation following the halving event. And you guys already know, we already talk about that, right? On a normal 4-year cycle, Bitcoin will usually make all-time highs about a month after the halving, right? So we would usually have a nice run-up, sell the news event right at the halving or around there, but we didn't make all-time highs yet. Chop around for a few weeks, a month and a half, start running, and Bitcoin usually makes all-time highs. That's happened for the last few cycles. Obviously, for this cycle, like I keep telling you guys, a little bit different, but I still think things are going to be somewhat similar post-halving. I really do, and I still think that we're going to be running up all-time highs again and really making some of those numbers that we've been talking about, like 80, maybe $100,000 or more for Bitcoin. So, and you can see they gave us a chart right here as far as what normally happens. These are the halving or the 4-year cycles, and you can see what's going on. So this was in 2021. You can see this beautiful run up. Remember that dip I told you guys about? This was early 2021, right? Everybody really thought we were done. We chopped around. This was a 50% drop, and we chopped around for literally 4 weeks, maybe a little bit longer, about 4 to 6 weeks. And then out of nowhere, we ran up and made new all-time highs. And then obviously this was the hell that we just went through for the last few years. And then this is what we've been kind of enduring for the last probably 8 months now it's been. And you can see on this chart where we're at right now. So hopefully everything plays out and we go on a nice run. And we continue to go on a run, right? So this Bitcoin, this is a new article. This Bitcoin halving is different, but is it priced in? Let's see here. The year halving, the quad, I don't know if I can say that word. Is that quadrennial slashing of the amount of new Bitcoins entering in circulation may be the most important since the first one around 12 years ago. And yet, despite intense interest in the event, its price impact may be more muted this year than previous halvings. Recent launch protocols like ordinals and an increasing robust mining sector mean the effect could be relatively soft. Oh, you already know CoinDesk is going to start giving out that bearish stuff for sure. They're going to definitely, this is bear desk is what we call it. They're always going to have bearish stuff on here, even when we're rallying. Even when we're rallying, they're going to have bearish stuff. So we'll leave that be. So let's see here. Let me get back on the chat, and then we're going to jump into some projects, and we'll look at how everything's going. Mohammed said penny stocks are very volatile in stocks. I used to do it. Oh yeah, I mean penny stocks because they have such small market cap, so they're going to be a little bit more volatile. 10x is 4 billion market cap for Milady, right? A 10x from right now? No, 10x from right now, Bailey. A 10x from right now will put us at 1.2 billion. A 1.2 billion. A 40x would put us around 5 billion. Crypto James, what's going on, bro? No worries. Oh yeah, I forgot to pin the Discord. Let me throw that on there real quick. Let me throw that on here real quick. I'm adding. If you guys are involved on Discord and you're not already, make sure you guys Join the Discord. Let's see here. All right. I just posted it. I'll pin it to the top. Oh, yeah. So Scott wants to know from yesterday's poll, are we getting Lamborghinis or Ferraris? I think most of us, we decided if we were forced to get either one of the cars, we are going to do a Ferrari. But I think a lot of us decided that we're not even going to waste our money on spending $300,000 on a car regardless, unless we're like billionaires. Amor said the halving is tomorrow, right? Yep, you are correct, brother. And when Milady listing in Binance, bro, like I said, it's gonna happen. We have to. It's gonna happen when our volume starts jumping up. So, I see a lot of people now posting videos, and their thumbnail every day or every like week is Binance listing. And it's like they don't have any information. They're just basically trying to get anyone to jump into the video, which is perfectly fine. We all do it, right? But mark my words, we're not going to get a Binance listing until our volume has skyrocketed. Right now, our volume is at $13 million. Not terrible, but we need to see 50, 70, $100 million consecutive days, 24-hour volume every day. It needs to be high like that. That's when you're going to see a big exchange like Binance invest in Milady and add it to their exchange. It's going to happen. It's just we don't know exactly when. That's the only thing I can say is when our volume starts really moving up and we're consistently up on high volume. That's when I'm gonna be like, listen, guys, it's gonna be inevitable. It should be any week now. We haven't hit those points yet, so. Knight said, think we take out all of the liquidity between 50 and 60K. What do you mean by that? Owen said, we just need one meme coin to start the parade for the meme season and all of the meme coins follow. Do you think it's Doge or Shiba? Who knows, dude? Honestly, I don't think that they're going to be leading the way. I really don't. I think that like top meme coin that's going to really be leading is going to be most likely Dog with Hat, Pepe, one of those that are already like way up there, but they're not like Doge Shiba. I think it's going to be one of the newer ones, something like that. Like I said, Pepe or Dog with Hat, maybe something else like Bunk, something, Gene said, do you think Milady will drop 3 zeros in the next bull run, showing me how much market cap will be? 3 zeros, I think we mapped it out. 3 zeros technically on Milady would be somewhere around $15 to $20 billion market cap. So do I think that it's going to do that? It could, right? I'm not going to rule it out, but I still am conservatively predicting a $2 to $10 billion market cap. So with that being said, if we were to go to 10 billion, we're losing 2 zeros. And we'd be high up, right? So we would be somewhere around like maybe a 5 and 2 zeros. I'm sorry, a 5 and 4 zeros, right? Because we have 6 zeros right now. So we would lose 2 zeros, and I think we'd be about halfway losing that third zero, somewhere around there for a $10 billion market cap. Knight, I'm still thinking. So you said I think we take out all of the liquidity between 50 and 60K. Do you mean like anybody that bought in at around $50,000 or $60,000 Bitcoin is already priced out, is what you mean? Yeah, for Bitcoin, I'm trying to like it's like I understand what you're saying, but I'm trying to figure out if I completely understand it to answer correctly. I kind of get the gist of what you're saying, but it's like I'm a little bit like, how do I answer this? You don't have to yell, bro. All right. Do you think we'll dip back to 50? We think we'll dip back down. All right, take it easy, bro. Sorry, I'm just messing with you. I mean, dude, you can't rule it out, right? You can't rule it out us dropping down to 50,000. I mean, we're at 60K, right? But you can't rule it out that we could drop down to the 50s or the 40s, briefly. I don't really foresee that happening unless something big happens on the world stage, right? Like we got a little bit of a dose of it this past week where a conflict in the Middle East can really weigh down the market, right? So something like that happens, I think yes, we could possibly break down to some of those levels, but if as long as it kind of goes quiet again over there, for the most part, I think it'll never be quiet over there. But I think, like what I'm saying is like as far as like big world powers getting involved in other people's conflicts, as long as that doesn't happen, I think we'll be all right. And I think we're not going to see those levels anytime soon. Hope that answers your question, brother. So Demon said, I have 6 billion Milady, but I want to buy 5 billion more, but I'll wait for tomorrow and see what happens. Yeah, that's probably what I would do for Milady, right? Is because, like I said at the beginning of the stream, I'm like 60-70%. I think that the markets are going to, continue to move up as even tomorrow. I have kind of a 30%, like where 30% of me is kind of like, well, we could possibly see, one more little retracement given that tomorrow is the halving, right? So I would probably kind of just hold off. Right now though, like I keep saying, not a terrible time to just slowly dollar cost average in, right? Because in the event that maybe tomorrow we continue to move up and we don't do what everybody's predicting and us retrace more, you at least knew you took advantage of the dip as of today, and all that good stuff. And I hope you were buying yesterday as well, right? So, MeX, what's going on? And I'm Batman. What's going on, bro? I haven't seen you here in a little while. What's going on, man? What's that project that you had us looking at? We can always check it out and see how it's doing. Bitcoin's holding right now 63,500, so we're not looking bad, guys. I am Batman. Thank you, dog. Thank you, brother, for the $5 super chat. He said 4chan. 4chan. I'm still saying 4chan. 4chan. Let's see what 4chan's doing. And is that's on Ethereum, correct? Yep, this is it right here. You're up 37% today, bro. You're up 37%. So you guys, you can see, and I don't remember the last time we pulled up the chart. I know it's been like a solid week or two. So you can see, obviously, we bounced off this pivotal spot for some support at the 52. And you can see we didn't make ourselves all the way down on this drop. It bounced right before it. And it's been on a nice run. Looks like right now it's finding some support on our fib right here at the 0.5. That's at the 11 mark. So I would say if this can find, and it looks like it actually did bounce right above. So you see how you came up, you found some support right at the 0.5, saw this nice little bounce up continuing the run. We came back down. We might need to maybe come back down and just test this 11 spot again, the 0.5, and maybe we'll continue on this run. But the charts definitely look bullish for sure. Did they, I know you were talking about them dropping a movie. Any updates on that? Is there a reason why it's moving today up 37%, or is this just the charts moving? Oh, okay. So yeah, Netflix movie came out and got exposed. Nice. People are aping in now. Nice. Well, you know what? You called it. This spot, I mean, this was a beautiful spot to jump in, especially if they're going to continue on this move, because you can see it's up 37% for the day. But if it'll let me map it out from this drop right here to where it's at right now, it's not going to let us. Maybe it'll let me on the way down. Let's see. Nope. I don't know why Dex Screener does this. Sometimes it does not give me the percents. Let's see. Nope, it's not going to. Well, it looks like it was a beautiful move, so I was just about to ask, what's the movie? So it's called Realizing 4chan. We'll check it out. I literally will check that out, bro. We'll see what's up. Thank you again for the $5, bro. I appreciate that. Demon said today I bought $3 billion for $350. Nice. Where can I send me? Demon. All you have to do is if you want to send a super chat, I think it's somewhere there. Oh yeah, on the chat you see there's a $sign. You can send a super chat through the $sign, bro. And then you said then membership. The membership, all you have to do is hit the join button. So I don't know. A lot of people were saying they were having problems finding the join button on their mobile. So you might need to get on like a tablet or a computer to see the join button. Muhammad said there's a $sign in the bottom right. Oh, there you go. Troy said Milady to the moon. Facts. What's going on, bro? If Milady market cap hits 1 billion, I'm good. I think we're all good, right? If Milady hits 1 billion, that's a 10x from where we are right now. I know, trust me, I know what some of us are holding, and not even I say us like myself, but I know a lot of people that are in the Discord and stuff like that are holding hundreds of billions of Milady, and they're already at like 30-40 grand right now. I can only imagine if it goes up 10x from right now. Talking hundreds of thousands of dollars on some of these people. Batman, no worries, bro. I got you. And Troy said he's late again. Always late for Troy. Always late. Nah, it's no worries, bro. No worries. Let's check out what the market's doing. So, Pepe, not too bad. Looks like it's forming some kind of a W pattern. It's hitting its head right now on the 618. Looks like it keeps hitting. Probably will break. I still think a lot of these projects, Milady is doing, if you see, Milady's is up 25% for the day today, right? If you really look over here and you're looking at, this is just our watch list of what a lot of the projects that we look at, Milady's is killing it compared to a lot of these projects, right? You have Pepe up 4%, Doge is up about 3.3, H-Bar is up 5%, Karate Combat, which I am interested in getting, they're up 6%, Flare 2, Bunk 6. Let's see here. Myro's up 6%. Solo, did you buy in yesterday on Myro? Because if you did, you should be up nice today. ICP's up 7%. Suku is down 5% because this thing has been running like crazy the last few weeks. So it's having a cool off today. XRP finally broke above its 50 cent mark that it's been freaking. This is like the dreaded 50 cent mark for XRP. You can see XRP dropped all the way down to 41 cents. So finally broke above the 50 cent mark. H-Bar still kind of hovering around that where it dropped. I mean, it dropped down to 88 cents, 89 cents, but you can see it's still hovering. Really hasn't gone crazy as far as a retracement. As far as for Arbitrum. ALI 4%. ALI has been getting beat down like crazy. I mean, they're back above 2 cents. But you can see, I mean, ALI, even before the market was going down, they have been clearly on a downward move for the last like 2 months. So hopefully that was the bottom for ALI, which was a solid buy right there if anybody caught that. And they're definitely looking like they're trying to rebound. And we already checked Solana. Ethereum dropped down to what, 2,800 just a few weeks ago. A month ago, Ethereum broke over $4,000. So I mean, that was a considerable move down for Ethereum, and you can see the 200-day moving average is not far from where Ethereum is. And that's the case for a lot of projects. They dropped down. A lot of them actually went and retested their 200-day. Ethereum didn't make it all the way down there. Rosala said, let's see here, about Crow with Knife tomorrow getting listed. Yeah, they're getting listed on what? Bitmart. That's right. Let's pull them up real quick. So we were talking about this the last few days, and I was saying this before they even kind of had a breakout, but I was like, they were clearly on a downward move until they broke this trend line. You know, I was like, they're going to continue to move down. Well, they found a bottom. They started to move. You can see they went on a beautiful run yesterday. They ran up like crazy up to this 19, hit their head. I can't believe I missed this drop again. They dropped all the way down to this 10 mark, and you can see they're kind of just sitting there consolidating right now. They are getting listed tomorrow on Bitmart, and the reason why it's a big move for them particularly, even though Bitmart isn't a big exchange, it's a big move for them because as of right now, you can only buy call on Chronos DeFi, right? You can only buy it on Chronos DeFi, so they're limited on how many people can buy, right? There's only so many people that are trading on Chronos' DeFi ecosystem. But now that they're going to be branching out and they're starting to get listings, now they're tapping into a whole new market of investors, which could be very bullish for them if they can do really well, as far as on these other exchanges. So definitely a big move. This is a big step for a lot of projects that start off on DeFi. If they can get their foot in the door as far as getting into other exchanges, it's definitely a big move. We're actually in the process of talking about us getting listed on some smaller exchanges for our native token for the channel, NoFud Koala. I mean, it's a big thing, right? And it's not like it takes a lot for you to get listed on there. Not only do you have to check all the boxes as far as being a secure, safe project for investors, because they're not going to just list any project on their exchange, right? They want to make sure that the project's audited. They want to make sure that the project's legit as far as circulating supply, holders, and stuff like that. And then on top of that, you have to pay to get onto these exchanges, right? So to get on like Bitmart, I think it's like 30, 40K for the devs, for them. They had to pay to get listed onto that exchange. So I mean, it's a process that we're gonna definitely take care of as far as on NoFud Koala. But I'm just saying, like, being on the back end of running a project, now I see what these people are doing, what it takes to really run a successful project. It's like running a company almost, right? We have a dev team, we have a marketing team, right? So it's like it's a process. It really is, and it's time consuming, and it's a lot. You got to make sure everybody's on the same page, and it's a lot. It really is. But I think if you do really well and you have a good team behind you like we do for NoFud Koala, and so does Call, they have a solid team, I think it'll pay off very well in the long run as far as just running a solid project. So shout out to Call and all them, and shout out to my whole team. Shout out to everybody on the channel, but exclusively shout out to everybody that's on the marketing team and on the dev team for NoFud Koala token. I appreciate you guys so much. I really do. I really do appreciate you guys and everything you guys do every day. Just raising that bar and wanting to just keep pushing the project further and further. So I really do appreciate you guys. And April said she's late too. What's going on, guys? Why are you guys all late here, bro? Come on. Just messing with you. I'm glad you guys are here. I'm glad you guys are here. While you're here though and you just joined, make sure you guys hit that like. And Solo, I got you. So you said you're up. Nice, bro. Hopefully that plays out. I think, like I said, I think Myro is going to run up to $1. I really do. I think Myro is going to run up to $1. So have patience on that for sure. I'm looking to see if there's any big trending projects on CoinMarketCap. Let's look up a couple of things that I did want to check out. So Book of Meme, I wanted to check out because I know a lot of people always are bringing that up. I need to save my chart on here because every time I pull it up, it's not here. And this is right here. So one thing I will say about Book of Meme is it doesn't look like it's actually had a big retracement since the drop yesterday. You can see it really looks like it's not too far from where we were at on this bottom right here. I mean, it was a 30% move from the bottom, so I guess it just looks like it's not a big move, but it really actually, when you look at it, 29% is not bad. But one thing I will show you guys is, so you can see it's not bad, but let's pull up ladies real quick and let's map out from our bottom to where we're at, and I guarantee we definitely did better. So look at that. From our bottom to where we're at right now, 68% move. 68% move for our bottom to where we're at right now. This is why I always tell you guys, you're going to see more fluctuations. You're going to see more dramatic moves on a project like Milady. But if you use it to your advantage, right, it'll pay out really well. So, and I say use it to your advantage. This dip was a massive dip, right? Big 50% dip on where we're at. But if you took advantage of it, you were able to buy at these levels that were crazy low. And you're already up like crazy on your project if you were able to catch. Even if you caught right over here, you didn't even get all into the bottom. You just caught maybe right here. You're up like crazy right now. You know, as far as just that whatever you bought in whenever we drop. So that's why I always tell you guys, just take advantage of these dips and just have patience, especially for Milady particularly. It's going to play out. It's going to play out really well. So Book of Meme, not doing too bad. You know, it's all right. Nothing too crazy. Where, I want to look up Ondo because I know Craig's invested in Ondo. So Ondo's not doing bad. It's definitely holding right now. When the market was down, it made an all-time high. And you can see it did break below the 236, but it's really found some solid support. Excuse me, right above or right below this 236. So it doesn't look bad at all, honestly. Figerio said, Crip, I got to go. Take my daughter out. Good luck, guys. No worries, bro. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow and this weekend, bro. Don't forget we have the members-only stream this Saturday, so. Shed, what's going on, bro? Or She God. I want to say Shed, but She God. What's going on, bro? Jasmy found some solid support at a level that we had mapped right here at the 17.2. And you can see a beautiful W pattern that's formed for Jasmy. And a lot of projects are looking the same, making this W pattern. They're setting up for a big day tomorrow. Hopefully it'll play out. But you can see clearly, you see this W pattern right here? Beautiful W pattern. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing breaks out and starts running up well below, or at least over this 2-cent mark. So a lot of these projects are doing the same. Okay, so it is Shed. All right. I got you. And let's see here. Al said Milady will skyrocket after the 17.4. After that 17.4, we're at 17.1. Let's see here. 17.4. Where are you getting the 17.4 from, though? I have the next spot because we're finding support right here at the 618, which is the 16.9 right here. You can see we've technically so far have bounced on the 16.9. I want to see a few other candles, whether they're red or green, giving us support. The next spot that I have as some big resistance is going to be the 17.8 is what I have as far as resistance. Owen said, I'm out, bro. Going to be on your live again tomorrow. No worries. Take it easy, bro. And don't forget, we have members only this weekend, so don't forget. Rosala said, sorry to ask, but can you check ICP and Harvest Finance? Let's see here. What has ICP been doing recently? So ICP found some support at the 0.5. You can see this has been a big spot that it's bounced on the 0.5 right here. And you can see it broke below the 0.5, but you can see it's consolidated and it's technically found some support at that 0.5, which is going to be the 11.93. So doesn't look bad. You can see just like anything else, and just like I just pointed out for Jasmy, look, another W pattern. All the charts are looking pretty much the same. They're setting themselves up where if as long as we don't have anything crazy, I'm telling you guys, the charts are looking like they want to move up as of tonight and tomorrow. So I'd be curious to see what tomorrow is going to bring as far as the markets, right? But you can see this little W pattern right here. Looks like it wants to play towards the upside. So Next spot for some resistance is going to be this next fib at around the $14 for ICP. So we'll see how that plays out. And then you said Harvest. I know Harvest has a small market cap. Very small market cap for Harvest. Let me see if I can do a fib retracement with this real quick. And look, same thing for Harvest. Look at this W pattern. I'm telling you guys, all the charts are looking the same right now. Look at this W pattern right here playing out. You can see it's basically hitting its head at the 618 for right now for Harvest. But with this W pattern plays out, you'll probably see a nice run up towards the 0.5, which is going to be around $84, 85, somewhere around there. I know Harvest has a small market cap, $50 million. Yep, very small market cap. So definitely big potential with this project for sure. No worries, brother. Troy said, can you look at Krob? Let's see, is Krob going crazy? So Krob kind of was doing the same thing. It's not as clean, but I was showing somewhat of a trend line as far as it on its way down. So you can see it technically, I'm not going to say that it broke out of this trend line necessarily. You know what I want to do is move. This trend line looks absolutely hideous. Just looks absolutely hideous, right? So it hasn't technically, I'm not going to say it broke out necessarily yet. It looks like it wants to, and it kind of has as far as breaking out of this downward trend. So if you can see, looks like we found some kind of support in a bottom on Krob, and we'll put it out somewhere around here. You can see it's bounced off of right here. So we'll see how this plays out. The 36 looks like for right now it's a big spot for some support. So this is a DeFi project that was just recently added onto crypto.com. So very small market cap, $36 million market cap. So we'll see how it goes. I still think though, with this project, there was such a big run up, right? Such a big run up that you even have people right now that are still sitting on profit that might still be causing some kind of a sell pressure for the project. So 36 right now is holding. If it does break that 36, I do think if it does come down, it's not going to come down too much. We're probably looking at where it found some support right here and right here, somewhere around that 34. So maybe it needs to drop back down to that 34 because you can see it did that already once and went on another run. Or you can kind of look at this as a dead cat bounce, right? So maybe it needs to come down to this level before it starts bouncing again. But solid project for sure. Solid project for sure. I think down the road it would do really well. Let's look and see, did we cover everything for our crypto news for today? Let's see here. Popular analyst Plan B predicts Bitcoin's price to surpass 300,000 in 2025. That'd be friggin' awesome, right? That would be awesome. So he's saying it right here in his post. This is just his opinion. He says, in my opinion, this Bitcoin halving will not be different. All Bitcoin prices increase will again be around the halving. Buying 6 million before the halving and selling 18 million after the halving will outperform buy and hold. So Plan B's prediction is based off the stock to flow model, which evaluates Bitcoin's scarcity and comparing the circulating supply to the new supply entering the market. According to the stock to flow model, as the supply of new Bitcoins decreases due to halving events, the scarcity of Bitcoins increases, potentially leading to higher prices. The Bitcoin price is expected to benefit from increasing scarcity after the halving event and growing institutional interest in Bitcoin, such as spot Bitcoin ETFs and ordinals. In addition, Plan B's shared insight regarding the timing of buying and selling Bitcoin around the halving event. The idea is rooted in the concept that Bitcoin's price typically rises leading up to the following of the halving event due to reduction of supply. Bitcoin's traders tend to capitalize on the anticipated price increase by purchasing Bitcoin just before the halving, while the prediction to sell shortly after the halving, within a time frame of around 18 minutes, is based on the notation that Bitcoin's price surges immediately after the halving. So we'll see how that goes. Plan B further explained that its strategy outperforms the conventional buy and hold trade concept, which involves hold regardless of short-term price fluctuations. Let's see here, and then we had somebody post or repost on here said it agrees with Bitcoin. Bitcoin must take out gold because it will have 2x scarcity stock to flow. My Bitcoin top is 300K, is the low end of the 250 to $1 million range. Last cycle I took the high end and the Bitcoin decided to go low end. Let's see how this one will work out. And Robert Kiyosaki, Bitcoin's on fire. The biggest mistake you can make is to procrastinate. Important to start, even if only $500. Next stop, $300,000 per Bitcoin in 2024. And you know what's funny is this older guy was talking to me about Bitcoin. He'd been talking to me about Bitcoin since the bear market, right? And I was telling him, I'm like, Mario, he might be watching. He follows the channel. I'm like, Mario, I'm like, dude, Bitcoin's at, this is when it was like 20,000. I'm like, dude, it's at 20,000. We've been beat to shit. I was like, you should be accumulating right now. And he's like, what? You guys, Bitcoin's done. And I'm like, bro, are you freaking kidding me? I was like, Bitcoin will be right back up to where it was, and it will be to 100,000 eventually. I was like, right now, anything in crypto right now you can pick and it'll do really well. Well, fast forward a year and a half down the road, which was the other day, he comes up to me and he goes, man, he's like, you won't believe this. I'm like, what's going on? He's like, I bought into Bitcoin. I was like, what'd you buy in at? He was like 64,000. And I was like, I'm happy that you bought in. But I was like, bro, I've been telling you for the last year and a half, I was like, to get in on Bitcoin. You wait until Bitcoin is up like 5x and now you start buying in. It's just funny. So, but the point of the story is that I told him, I was like, I'm proud that you at least dabbled in it, because he's older. And, you know, he's like, all I've heard for Bitcoin was that it was a scam, you know, and to not buy in on it. He's like, the guy that told me not to buy in, he's like, this is what he was telling me. He's like, when Bitcoin was at $100, he was telling me that Bitcoin was a scam. And I was like, bro, you ought to go find that guy. I was like, he owes you a lot of money, you know. But April said Cardano got the number one layer 1 reward in Dubai. Nice. Let's see what ADA's doing these days. I hold a bag of ADA and I don't even freaking check on it. ADA went up to 80 something cents? No way. Like crap, I didn't even realize that. That was in March? That tells you how long it's been since I've looked at Cardano. So Cardano broke below the its 200A. You see that? It broke below its 200A. Yesterday's dropped it down to about 40 cents. And you can see as of right now, it is struggling to break above the 618. It's been hitting its head right now at 45 cents. So I think Cardano is a solid project. Like I said, I own a solid bag of Cardano. I think, you know, down the road it will do really well. So that's why I've been holding on to Cardano for a while. So long that I don't even check it. That's how long I've had it. So, but that's dope that they won that. Maurice said Milady will lead the way. Hopefully, bro. Hopefully Milady is the top meme coin and we're all going to make it really well. Amor said FOMO is a real thing. It really is, bro. It really is. And you know, one thing it's like when people like approach me at the gym and they're talking to me because they know I have a YouTube channel, and even other than that, they know I'm always talking about crypto, right? But I've learned, I told you guys this a while back, that I've learned that, and people in my daily life, I do not pressure them to buy crypto because I don't care, right? I don't care. I will tell them, that it's a good buy, but I don't care. I'm not going to argue with anybody about buying crypto, right? I'm not going to argue with them. I'm not going to prove to them or try to explain to them why buying crypto is a good thing. They need to figure it out on their own, or they get left. That's what I figured out in real life. I'm not going to sit there and try to you have to buy it. No, they know how I feel about Bitcoin. They know how I feel about crypto, right? But if they're sitting there like, I don't know, I heard it's a scam, then it's a scam, bro. And I end the conversation, right? Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to sit there and get into it with these people, right? And they always end up coming back and telling me with the big smirk on their face, I bought in, right? And it's always at the times when we're like already pumped like crazy. But you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. Shed God said, I don't know, 4chan is doing some heavy moves this last couple days. Yeah, we were checking it out. It's up 37% for today. Check out, they just dropped a movie on, or I don't know if it's a movie or a documentary on Netflix. I don't know if Batman's still in here, but he'll chime in. I'd have to scroll up to see what the movie was. Oh, Realizing 4chan. That's what it's called on Netflix. Amor said, I'm in that gym grind, and then I'm out. Tunnel vision. I don't talk to anyone, and they all think I'm stuck up. You know what, Amor? Obviously, you guys know my personality, right? I'm very vocal. I'm the type of person where, like, when you walk by me, I don't do that tough man shit anymore, right? Like, I'm not a little kid. I don't walk by and I'm not like walking with the big like, what's up, man? Or like trying to look people up and down. Like, I walk by and I'm like making eye contact and I'm like, hello, hey, how are you doing? Right? Because I network everywhere I'm at. For the most part, I say hello and talk to people unless somebody's just with like really trying to be too tough. I usually will walk right by them and I don't even acknowledge them, right? Because I'm like, whatever, dude. I really, I'm not even gonna get into it with anybody, but I'm usually a very vocal, and I like to, say hello to. So everybody at the gym, I know everybody at the gym. Everybody knows me. I know everybody at the gym. They know when I'm there, and I have some time to chit chat, and they know when I'm there, and I'm just like not really trying to, get into it with anybody as far as conversations. But I still have people that will come up to me while I'm exercising, and they're like, hey, they'll talk to me, they'll ask me questions about the channel or about crypto and stuff like that. So, and I know I have a lot of guys that are realtors at the gym. So I'm always, asking them because I'm in the process of going to be buying a house. So, I'm always like asking them, stuff about the markets and stuff like that. And I have like 4 realtors out there that are about to be looking for homes. And I know a couple of them watch the channel. So, oh, Shed said it's called Memes to Mayhem, the antisocial network. Oh, okay. Amor said, bro, if I'm ever in Florida, spot me on the bench. I will, bro. I got you. Ow, I don't even know what you mean there, bro. I'm trying to read. I'm like, what does that mean? I don't even know what that means, dude. There was a project on Chronos that was doing really well. There it is right here. Look at this project. Someone brought this up like yesterday. It's kind of down, but look, it's up 10,000% in the last 24 hours. How do you pronounce this? Sonork? Got a solid market cap over $1 million. Went on a nice run. You can see, obviously, looks like some people are taking some solid profits. This would have been a solid buy right down here, obviously, right? 10,000%. Hungry, what's going on, bro? Look at that. You can actually buy ladies on DeFi for on VVS. Ryoshi. I know a lot of people in the Discord are talking about Ryoshi. And I pinned the Discord on the top of the channel. If you guys are active in Discord, come join our Discord where we talk about crypto all freaking day and night. I always tell you guys, I have to like literally put my phone on silent because I'm like, dude, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning and the boys are because we're worldwide, right, in the channel. And I'm being serious, like we're worldwide, so we have people across the pond, you know, in all different areas. So it might be 2 o'clock in the morning in the States. It's freaking 2 o'clock in the afternoon over there. So they're all like, you know, talking about crypto, and I'm like dead asleep. And then there's some people that I know live in the States that are up all night. I'm like, bro, you don't sleep. Like, when do you get sleep, dude? Yeah, 4chan, we looked it up. It was up. Is it up 41% now? I'll bring it back up. It was 37. Oh yeah, it's at 38 now. So what I was saying is that it's holding this 0.5, I believe that is, right? Yeah, the 0.5, it's holding. If this thing can really find some solid support at the 0.5, I wouldn't be surprised if you guys continue on a run for this. Supposedly hype because of the Netflix drop for the project. So I mean that's a big thing. Adam said, "Are we having a morning stream for the halving?" So the halving, because you remember it's going by blocks. It's going by let's see here. So you have, it says 154 blocks until the halving, right? So it's not an exact time, right? But it says it's going to be 1 day, so 24 hours and 19 minutes is what they're estimating from right now. So that would technically be tomorrow night. But I understand what you're saying. So what we'll do, Adam, is tomorrow, if the markets are rallying, we might have an early stream in the morning before everyone kind of starts their day, and we can see what's going on, if there's any big news or anything like that. So we'll check it out. If not, we'll do tomorrow evening when the halving. Maybe we'll have a little party, right? A little party, and I'll drop the No Fud Koala song on there as well. That leads me. I'm gonna do another song for No Fud Koala. I'm gonna try to do a hip hop one as well. And we'll have a vote and see which one's actually hitting. Gina said, "Can you please check? Can you please check when? Can I check when what? Did you not? You didn't finish your sentence. Can you please check when? When what? I'm just kidding. I gotcha." Gotta have a little bit of comedy on the channel, right? Everybody's like, bro, that wasn't that funny. Sorry. So you can see when the 618 is where it's hitting its head. So again, for this project, you can see a nice little W pattern that looks like it's wanting to form. And that's what a lot of projects are doing right now. You can see clearly these W patterns that are forming right now on these projects, which is leading me to believe that tomorrow, if these things play themselves out, we're going to probably see a nice run on some of these projects. So 618, you can see it's basically hit its head. It's hit its head on the 618 at around the 24. So if you can break that 618 and find some support, I think you're going to be starting to run up. As far as for when next spot for some resistance, if it breaks that 618, it's going to be the 0.5 at around the 30. It's going to be a big spot for some resistance, and then obviously the 382 at the 36 would be next. So definitely, I think that the main thing to focus on is finding that support above the 618, and then I think after that you'll be on a nice run. So hopefully tomorrow it can keep retesting. Maybe tonight. The 618, it'll break by tomorrow along with the market, and you'll continue to run. So Yeah, so like I said, tomorrow I guess we'll do that. I'll wake up extra early and get everything set up, and we'll have a little morning stream tomorrow. So hopefully the markets are reacting positively, right? Bitcoin, I think for right now, we're gonna kind of sit around this area at around the 63 plus thousand. Like I said, hopefully tomorrow the markets will wake up. You never know. Maybe we'll see a boost from the Asian markets as tonight unfolds. Maybe we'll start seeing the Asian markets kind of take over our run that we had today, and then tomorrow morning the states will wake up and we'll continue on to a run. So. But guys, the markets don't look bad whatsoever. They really don't. All these projects are looking great as far as forming some nice W patterns. Definitely retracing from those big dips that we've had, yesterday, the day before. Obviously, you can see the biggest mover that we've had on our charts is going to be Milady. So definitely very happy about that. Next spot for some support, resistance for Miladies is going to be around that 17.8. That's going to be a big spot for some resistance. And what we want to hold is this 16.9. That's going to be our 618. We want to hold this 618, which is basically the 16.8, 16.9 mark. We can hold that as some support. I think we're going to be definitely setting up tomorrow for a nice run as long as the markets allow it, right? As long as the markets really start, picking up or picking back up from what we did today. So, but everything is looking good, guys. It really is. Let me see. So we covered everything. I think we're good to go, guys. So other than that, I guess make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure you guys like the channel. Tomorrow morning we'll probably have a early stream in the morning because tomorrow's the big day as far as the halving. So hopefully tomorrow we wake up and the Asian markets take care of us like they normally do, and we're on a nice run. So other than that, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. Hope you guys have a great night. If you haven't already, make sure you guys hit that like. Hit that subscribe, and let me answer one more question. Hungry said, do you think Binance bought into Milady and that's the reason for the pump? No, I don't think that's necessarily why we're moving. We're moving because we got beat down so much and our market cap's so low, it doesn't take much for us to move. That's why Milady's is moving up. You'll know when Binance is buying in, bro. Trust me, and they will eventually, but you'll know when Binance is buying in. Trust me, we're going to have some big moves because when a listing, when people buy in, as far as like those big exchanges, when they buy in, they invest a lot into the project because they have to be able to carry a big supply for their users. So we'll know when they're buying in, trust me. So, and it'll be all over the internet. So other than that, guys, thank you. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Make sure you guys join. We have a members only stream this weekend on Saturday, and next month in May, we are going to be having a airdrop for our project NFK. So for you to be eligible, you just have to be a member and have a Solana wallet. So other than that, guys, thank you so much. Have a safe, wonderful night tonight, and I will see everybody tomorrow morning. All right.